Friends, today's news isn't just great, it's absolutely amazing. Of course, I'm in a hurry to share it with you. So, from Venezuela, which is under blockade, tankers are leaving trying to escape the blockade. And one tanker in particular. The Americans didn't manage to intercept it. It raised, or rather painted, a Russian flag, claimed to be Russian, and got away. They chased after it, and today they finally caught up. Russia saw that their tanker was being pursued. They sent in several of their own ships and a submarine, basically saying, just try to touch it. But these are Americans, and Trump decided to try. They did touch it. And the Russian ships and submarine were standing nearby the whole time. Their helicopters were flying around, probably swearing a lot, but they didn't do anything. The tanker was seized, that's it. Then they seized a second tanker, also Russian, which I think was registered in Sochi and was also carrying oil from Venezuela. The Americans seized that one too, without any resistance. Well, the Russians officially hesitated and said that this shouldn't be done, that it's an unfriendly act, that the sea is open to everyone, but no one cares about what they say. The main thing is not just the seizure of Russian Shadow Fleet tankers, but that they brought out their ships. And the Americans weren't afraid to do what they needed to do right in front of those ships. But the Russians were afraid. Are they crying somewhere over there? Now both European politicians and Biden's team are hiding in the corners. They kept repeating the phrase, we need to avoid escalation with Russia, it could end badly. Trump doesn't care. Trump takes what he wants, and as for escalation, Russia is falling apart. As they say, I'll say it in Ukrainian, the process is underway, you're in the frame. Russians are victims, and not just victims of prices, but of ideas, words, and even of manic. Anyway, alright, it's a good thing, and then it gets even more fun. I just posted the whole video of the captures and the genuine reactions of Russians on Sazonov official in Telegram. It's priceless. And for those who use Facebook, you can also find Kyrylo Sazonov in English there, because you can't upload everything here. The reaction was priceless. Well, there were hysterical comments like, we'll put up with this too, right? Soon they'll land troops, kidnap Putin. That's not interesting. It's kind of normal. Not really liking a comment, so I took a quick screenshot and thought, well, good thing they haven't captured the ships of the Russian Navy yet. We probably would have put up with that too. Basically, everyone is always complaining. And the funniest part is the ending. At this time, our operation is planned. Everyone is doing their own job. Meanwhile, there are 5 tankers from Russia's Shadow Fleet in a Venezuelan port. They were sailing under different flags, with different home ports. They raised Russian flags. They announced their home ports as Sochi and I think somewhere else. And they are heading out into open sea. My English is not very good. Please translate this for Trump. Good hunting. Friends, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to Telegram and Facebook. I'll put the links in the video description. I'll be glad to see you there. It looks like some very interesting news is coming in. By the way, Zelensky said something interesting, that negotiations are underway. Negotiations for a ceasefire are taking place. But Russia is still turning up its nose for now. But our allies might just twist that nose off. Just the day before yesterday, I would have said, Vladimir Alexandrovich, don't count so much on our allies. They don't have the right hormones. But today, it seems to me those words aren't without merit. Meaning, Trump showed everyone very harshly what can be done to Russia and that it will put up with it. God endured and so must we. Friends, I'll be glad to see you on all the channels. Everything will be Ukraine.